Hi, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishment. That's me, and Dakota. Yeah, he's here. As you will tell, I wanted to make this really cool journal cover. I'm just gonna make the cover, and I may do some more stuff down the road. But one of the way that I figure out how big I want my cover to be is a lot of times what I'll do is I will fold over a regular 11 and a half sheet of paper, and I will want my cover to be approximately this big, maybe smaller. I don't know, depending. A lot of times I'll cut this down. So anyway, so what you do, this is a cool cover. I think I'm gonna make mine. Why do I cough whenever I start talking? I don't know. I have wine though, you guys. It's 4 o'clock here, or later. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna say my pages are gonna be 5 by, and this is 8.5, but I like to do like 5 by 9, 5 by, let's just say, oh, my page is 5 by 7. That's a good little journal, 5 by 7. So then I want to take and I want to figure out the middle. I need a piece of cardstock, okay? And this is 12 by 12. Most of the time, if you get, you know, cardstock, it's pretty heavy, but it doesn't really necessarily have to be. So in the middle, this is a 12 by 12. 12 by 12. So I'm going to go, the middle is 6. Then we'll score it down the middle. And then I'm going to score it every 1/4 of an inch until it's an inch on either side. So just a 1/4 inch on either side, because that'll give me a 2-inch spine. So I'll just score it. This. Still have room. Pretty close, yeah, pretty close. It doesn't really matter that much, you know. It's a junk journal, yeah. So then I want to take these and I'm gonna like just fold them, and they just kind of, let me have my burnisher. I'm gonna fold them up, just kind of. You don't really need them to be. Look at me, I'm just a mess today. They don't have to be perfect. This is mainly just to, I don't know, loosen up those fibers. Loosen them up. Kids are gone, that's why it's quiet. They are gone to their moms. And my cat's here. If you hear rustling in the background, it's because of my cat. Oops, I'm trying to, these last two, sometimes these little things are difficult, especially if the cardstock is kind of thick. But anyway, what you want is just kind of like, you know, just kind of bendy. Not too bad, but just a little bendy. Okay. So then you decide, I'm going to have it, let's see, I think I'll have my cover about to here. So I'm going to cut that off. I don't know. How much is about to here? Do I have my, this is 11, 12 by 12, and I had put it about to here, which is about 7.5. So go ahead, open this up. 7.5. What did I say? I hate my 7.5. Well, no, I don't hate the 7.5. I just like the 7.5. Kind of. because it's, maybe it's a 7 and we see where it's like right, I don't know, maybe I have issues, maybe. Now what I want to do, I don't really need to do the scoring. The first video I saw said score it all the way around the edges, but I don't think you need to do that, honestly. I'm gonna say, then you need to figure out how big you want your elements. So I want my spine to be 1.5 because I want it to go between these two, and that's just me. And then I'm gonna have, I want my pages, and I'm gonna write this down because I am not, my mind is gone. Spine 1.5 by, okay, this length is, what did I say? 7.5, so 7.5 length. Spine 1.5, and I'm gonna say 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 7.5. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make 3 pieces, and I'll take some chipboard. This is just chipboard that I get. This I got from Michael's. It was less pricey than the, oh well, look at that. I tore it. Oh well, you're not gonna be able to see it. So if we take this out and we go 7.5, we might get them all out at here. And here. Now I want 4 3/4. I'm just breaking it this way. 4 3/4. Yeah, we're gonna get it all out of this one. By 1.5. And this is just my measurements. Y'all's can be whatever you want it to be. I mean, depending on the size of the journal that you want. Okay, put these aside. We have this. Now what you need is a piece of fabric. I'm just gonna, because I have a lot of extra of this travel fabric, I'm gonna use it. And it needs to be about the same size. I'm gonna get me some let me get my fabric scissors. Fabric scissors. Will it fit this way? No, it will not. So it'll be right to the edge. Okay, and if I had a rotary cutter, I would use it, but rotary cutters hate me. Turn it around, do this. You know, if it was like on the straight, you could fray it a little bit. It doesn't necessarily have to be frayed. I like it frayed, so maybe I'll leave a little extra so I can fray it. Frayed edges are cool, so I think I can. See, it's kind of like, let's fray some edges. I don't know, comment, do you guys like frayed edges? It's kind of, I saw somebody, and I'm not that good, but I used to know somebody that could like pick a, like if it was a, they could pick a thing like this, and it would show you, see, it's not straight, where the straightness was. Like you could, let's see, like maybe this one, depending on the strength of the fabric, if that makes sense. So, okay, I can't get it. Never mind, I can't get it. I can't. do the best we can. Maybe just fray some of these edges. Play with them. Kind of, see, I really like to have this where it was like really frayed, but I'm not a seamstress and I don't play one on TV, so I got this one, and then so I can do it like that, and like that. So I can put that there, and then I can actually, I think I will just cut this off a little bit. Okay, then, oh, you know what you can do? Not that. I thought I could cut it. Y'all gonna have all kinds of advice. I know you, because you guys always help me. It's like, what? I never thought of that. All right, I'm gonna wait until I say this needs to be glued down on here. So the best thing to do, I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac glue. I'm gonna use a new one. I have a new one. Oops. It needs to have the thingy out. Because it's me and glue. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to, oh man, this stuff spreads so good when it's new. So good when it's new. What did y'all tell me? I could just do that, you know, do I want this side or that side? I don't think it matters. I think this side here, just gotta go this way. So, want to be pretty close. Okay. It's pretty good. Right? This one's gonna be kind of tight. You can't see it though. It's cool. So I'll do a little bit at a time so it'll spread. I really want those edges. This is such a cool project. Okay, I got tired. Probably gonna get this stuff all over the place, so. It's okay. I don't have any on there. Make sure you get it on a little bit. It doesn't really matter, but it kind of does. Kind of, it's close. Close, but not too bad. So, anyway, I have been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of design team stuff, and I have a one-track mind, I have a one-track OCD, crazy mind, so when I've got something that I need to do, I think about it all the time. So, it gives me good ideas, you know, with this cover. Actually, this cover was an idea by somebody else, and I really loved it, and I had to try it, so I decided to try it. Okay. I can't remember what I did now, but I can look. I can look real quick. What did I do? Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Okay, so this is the outside of our cover. So now we take our pieces, and what we do with these pieces is we cover them with something. I don't know what. I don't know what. Let's cover them with some scrapbook paper. Now that is the question. What kind of scrapbook paper do I want? Okay, so I did some searching on Raw Pixel. Well, actually it's called Public Domain, and I found this map, which I adore. I adore it. So I'm going to cut this in half. Of course, this is, because I'm in the US, it's 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 and hope I don't mess it up. Oh, looks about right. Okay. So now I'm going to cover these pieces, and I want to get this as close to this edge. I think this is really cool. It has an anchor over here, and on this side it has a ship. And there's just enough to where I can, I think I can make it work. So we cover these just like you would if you were doing a cover. You cover these. Wait, am I on? Yeah, it's going on. We're on. And again, if you are using this, I want to make sure on this side, kind of in the center. I want that black. And then turn it over as soon as you can and find your thing, which I can't find mine. Oh, here it is. And you want to, so that you can, because if you don't, the Fabri-Tac will leave like lumps on the paper. We have that. And we'll do the other one the same exact way. And I didn't have, I printed out an extra one, but it's going to be for the spine, but it's, you know, we'll see. I have been, yeah, I told you, I've been working. Fabrifix. Sorry, y'all. And this one I'm just going to shove in the middle of this whole sheet. Just going to put it right here and here. If you guys don't know about Public Domain, it is a place where you can get free images that are not copyrighted, so you can use them in your crafts and in your junk journals and stuff. Oh, I don't want to use these. These are fabric. Oh, almost got myself. Never. I'm gonna cut these kind of close. And I use a lot of printables, y'all. So, and these, like I said, if I'm making my own stuff, I make it all from Public Domain. So I use the photos from there because it's so much. And again, this is my corner miter tool. You guys have seen it before, which is like my favoriteest thing because it makes everything easier for me. And I'm all about things that make things easier for me. Ah! Oh, those are the right scissors. I almost thought, let me put the fabric scissors over here so I don't. So I want to make a kitty cat journal. What was the other thing I wanted to make? It was another one I wanted to make. But I keep getting from, I'm going to use my, this is getting, I'm getting things from, I mean, it's cool though. I like doing stuff for people. I like doing design team projects. I do. I haven't had one of mine put on her channel yet, so I can't post the video on mine until she, you know, like the tutorial on the thing. I can't post mine until she posts hers. That's the agreement, and I get it. It's fine. You know, I'm all about that. But sometimes it's like, oh, I really want to show you guys this journal. Like I have two, and I don't know if I'm allowed to. I should ask her if I can still do a flip through. The last one I did, I think I'm gonna keep. I don't know. It's so cute. I mean, if I get, I don't know. The thing of it is like, you know, you talk to yourself. You're like, you know, you made this. You can make another one if you wanna. But once you make one, are you really gonna make another one? Really? I don't know. So, or will you just say, I don't feel like making another one. Of course, then again, what am I gonna do with it? Anyway, cover all these pieces. So that's what I'm doing. I'm covering all these pieces and talking and flapping my jaws. Flapping my jaws. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. You guys with me still? You guys still here? Okay, so I'm going to turn them over, all of them. I'm going to put them together, and we're going to make sure they're all in the right direction that we want them to be. So it doesn't really matter, just as long as they're right there. Oh, this one needs some love. It doesn't look like it has, like that. So then I'm going to take my ruler. I go down here, and I'm going to start off, let's see, 7.5 inches. I'm going to start off at 1/2 inch. Well, first of all, I'm going to go 1/4 inch right here. And I'm going to go 1/4 inch right here. And I'm going to draw a line. Okay. And then I'm going to go down that line. And I'm going to say, I'm going to start off with 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to go 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to go 2.5. Go every inch, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. And, well, that's the end. But I want to, I'm going to go ahead. That's not going to work, is it? 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 2.5. I'm gonna go ahead and put one at, let's just be 7. Put one right there. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to all of these. What did I do the last one? I can't really tell. The last one is at 7. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing over here, this time, on both sides. Man frame? Probably not. No, Tina. Okay, then go here. All right. So I'm going to do this on every single piece. I'm going to go ahead and put T right here, T right here, and T right here, because that's important. Okay. Then I'm gonna do half, oh, here, on the thing. Let's 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, and 7. Those don't look right. You want to make sure your things line up. It's not right. This right here. Like that. So then I can take this. I could do that. Actually, let me go ahead and do here. So you're not going to see that. Go here. Line these two up. And here. And I'm just going to put a dot here. And what I'm trying to do is mark the spots across so that they're the same. All the same. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go 1/4 inch here. And you can do this any way you want. You just need to make sure that they are there. like that. Okay. Now you have this. Okay, got it? Now you're going to take your crocodile. Yeah, you're probably going to need a crocodile for this, or some sort of hole punchy thing. And everywhere that those lines intersect, you punch a hole. Okay. Now all of my holes are punched. Now what you're going to do is everywhere that you have a hole punch, you are now going to place an eyelet. And I like to, you can use an eyelet setter, it doesn't really matter. I like to use my big bite because I've already got it set up for this type of deal. So basically you want to turn it over and you want to, I got these eyelet, whoops, I don't have it on there. Whoopsie. I got these at Michael's. These eyelets. These are the bigger ones. I'm just gonna put each one in each thing. Whoops. These are not spread out exactly right, but it's a junk journal, y'all. Whoops. So now we have this, which is actually, this will be the back. This will be the front. Yeah, like this. Scared me a minute. This will be the spine. So now we bring back the star of the show. The star of the show. So what we need to do now is get some, I'm going to use gray. I found this. Oh, perfect. I found this at Michael's. Look at all this jute. Man, that almost sounds like a, look at all this jute, man. Look at all this jute. So what I want to do is I'm going to now, I am going to make this. I'm going to weave like a shoestring. Like a shoestring. These things get, I wonder if it would be easier if I like, you know, fade the ends or tape the ends or whatever. So now we just want to lace it up. We're gonna leave it kind of loose right now. You don't need to, a little loose. Just need to lace it up. Don't need to really worry about so much. Except I wonder if a little glue on the end. I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can. This is driving me crazy. Let's try that. Yeah, now what are you gonna do, huh? Oops. All right, that's not the one I want. This one. I'm gonna do another little piece of tape. Jute. Judy, jute. Yeah. No. Judy. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long day. It actually hasn't been. I've been playing at my craft desk all day long. And I just decided that maybe, I've been looking at these other kinds of things that people make, and I was just kind of intrigued and I wanted to try it. So I've been trying it. See what happens. This looks like a hot mess. Seriously, you can probably do this better than me, but it's been a minute since I've tied shoes and stuff. So hopefully I made this long enough. And I would just go all the way down one side, but honestly I want it to be even looking, so it's worth the effort to make it look like it's intentional. You know, like you have all of the ones going over and all of the ones going under. I hope I have enough. So I'm gonna do one side and show you. Isn't this pretty? Man. Sometimes I just amaze myself. Wait a minute. I think maybe. Nope. I get mixed up as to which is which. This is still the longer one. I was trying to make this one longer. So, no. You. No, you. No, you. I was trying to make this one longer, and I don't know how. Somebody come help me. Ah. There. Okay. Whoops. All right. I think maybe. All right. It's a little better. And then I want this to go in. And I want this to go in. My dogs are so quiet when the kids are gone. I don't know why. Because there's puppies. My dog does not like the puppies. Dakota's like, why did you bring those things in here? I was like, I am the dog. I am the only dog. You are my slave. No, not really. But I mean, he wasn't impressed. He's like, I'm not impressed with these puppies. Okay. So we got this kind of like that. So I'm going to do the other side real quick. Yeah, real quick. So now that you have this, what you want to do is put glue all over this up to, that's yucky. You don't want to put it on these things. Just want to put it around the edges. You don't have to be too careful about spreading it out because you have, you know, cardstock and all kinds of crap underneath here. So you want to make sure you're kind of, now look at it. You want to make sure you're even on all sides like that. Like that. Pull this down. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. This is top. I've got it backwards. I got it backwards. No, I do. Yes, I do. It's not going to matter. You're not going to see it. Never mind. I hope I got it right. You're not going to know the bottom part. But you guys know, so don't tell anybody. Just don't tell. Don't tell. And the same thing on this side. If you have to loosen up those strings, loosen them up. Okay, now once this is there, then you want to play with this until you get your things in the middle. Like that. And the thing of it is you want it to be able to close. See how it closes? Like, whoops. That's not done yet. That's not done. You might have to loosen these up. Make sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Then you have this. So once you get it like that, then you can tie these at the bottom. Okay, you want to make sure if they're loose like that, you want to leave them because that's what's giving your book right over left, left over right. Okay, and what I like to do is stick a little bit of glue right here and maybe do one more time. Because you don't want those coming loose. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, and the same thing on this side. Right over left. Left, left, over right. Make sure it's down there. To be kind of in the same spot. That's what's called a square knot. And then a little glue. Because sometimes the stuff does come loose. This jute comes loose. There. So, I'm going to cut off these strings or leave them, whichever. So the inside, oops, sorry. You don't do anything with the inside until you have your, well, you do want to take a little bit of glue and put in the middle like that on the other side, just to hold it down. Like that. Make sure it's in the middle. It's in the middle. Like that. Isn't that the coolest cover though? I love it. So what you need to do is in the signatures, you know, you put your signatures in the way you normally would. So you would put your signatures, what I do is I put them on fabric and I put them in there, and then you put your end papers in there. But that's what you have. That's what you have. That's your cover. That's cool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining me, and I really think this is the coolest cover. It's so cool. And, you know, It's cool. It's groovy. Anyway, let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you later.